Turn failures into victories. Have you ever felt like a high-performance race car with a handbrake on? That feeling of always being on the edge, chasing new achievements, new victories in your life. But deep down, it never feels like enough? Success comes so fast you don't even have time to enjoy it, because the chase starts all over again. I understand, because I've been exactly there. And what I discovered can change your life. We live in a culture that celebrates success and demonizes failure. We're taught to avoid loss at all costs, to hide mistakes, flaws, and imperfections as if they were stains on our story. And because of that, we spend our entire lives in an endless race, hunting for wins while running away from losses. And it's exactly this escape that prevents us from feeling our true worth. Think about it. If you never allow yourself to face a setback, if you don't give yourself the chance to transform a loss, how can you truly grow? If you only celebrate what went right and hide what went wrong, your self-esteem becomes fragile, dependent on results. You only feel worthy when you're winning. But what happens when you lose? Why do so many people who achieve incredible things still feel empty? Many of them operate from what I call a deficiency drive. It's like a hole they're trying to fill. It could be internal, a feeling of not being good enough, or external, a past injustice or a harsh word they once heard. And life becomes a constant struggle to prove their worth, to show others, or themselves, that they're wrong. This struggle creates a vicious cycle of wins and losses. Every success brings temporary relief. Every failure reinforces the feeling of deficiency. It becomes an emotional roller coaster that never stops. And if you don't find a way to release the pressure, eventually, you break. That's where the key comes in, one that many people ignore: self-acceptance. Self-acceptance isn't a cliché. It's not just a feel-good phrase. It's a high-performance tool. It's the release valve for those seeking excellence. True strength isn't about never falling, it's about knowing how to rise. And to rise, you must first accept that you fell. You must give yourself grace for your losses. Because if you're not kind to yourself in failure, you'll never truly feel good about your victories. Many people believe self-acceptance is something mystical that takes years. But it doesn't have to be. It's a practice, like going to the gym or meditating. Let me challenge you. Think about the past week. Was there a moment you felt disappointed in yourself? A plan that failed? A time you felt like you weren't enough? Most people suppress those feelings. But what if, instead of running away, you faced them? I do this every Friday. I ask myself, where did I fall short? Where did I lack skill? Where did I break my integrity? Not to judge myself, but to become aware. Because what you don't face becomes an invisible weight. What you ignore gains power. The first step is situational acceptance. Okay, this happened. It wasn't ideal. No excuses, no justification, just acknowledgement. The second step is self-acceptance. Give grace to the version of you that existed in that moment. Recognize that you didn't have all the tools, all the knowledge, or full control. That's humanity. That's growth. What you shame shrinks and dies. What you hide rots in the dark. But what you give grace to grows. And now comes the question that changes everything. Should I let this go, or build something from it? For most things, 90%, you let go. But in 10%, there's opportunity. That's where you recalibrate, pivot, and turn failure into action. That's how you transform loss into victory. But if you keep shaming your failures, you'll never make that transformation. You'll chase new wins just to feel better, temporary dopamine masking the pain. But the wound is still there. You can only heal what you face. You can only transform what you accept. Your self-worth shouldn't be built on wins, but on your ability to transform adversity. Your power lies in saying, I accept this, and I will rebuild from it. Because in the end, everything leads to one place: acceptance or avoidance. The choice is yours. If this message resonates with you, comment the word, I accept,